Trouba rims it around the boards, and now Lacombe moves it ahead. Another tip into the middle of the ice, and Leo Carlsson walks right in on Annunen, and he will cover
up. To go wide. The book on the Predators is in the past this season they've had trouble with speed, and so the Ducks want to bring that early speed. Good cut in by Leo.
Perbix winds it around, and unable to stop it was Dostal. Shot fired wide by Erik Haula, and that'll open some ice the other way. Viel into the Nashville zone, and his shot is grabbed off.
And unfortunately just couldn't find the shot on goal.
Nashville changing, so are the Ducks, and the puck ahead to Tyson Jost. He'll flip a long one on net. Killorn trying to position himself to get to that puck as Tyson Jost reaches around him. Around the boards, the Predators fail to get it out. Here's McTavish in the slot. Didn't get a lot on it. Viel with the quick pass to him. Took it as far as he could before he was separated from the puck. And now Leo Carlsson winds it up into the Nashville zone. For Seneca, pulls it in. Save Annunen, who covers. All over the ice here in the early going as Leo Carlsson blew a wheel. Now O'Reilly across the line over to Evangelista, and his shot is kicked out of play. Jonathan Marchessault leads it out of the Nashville zone. Willsby joins the rush, the Swedish defenseman, and now into the middle of the ice. It's Marchessault. Save made by Dostal. Rebound poked just wide by Philip Forsberg. And a nice play by McTavish as he angled his man off. That was Leroux. And the Ducks go the other way. Killorn goes rink wide, and Hines is stopped by Annunen. Still digging in the corner. Comes Killorn and Viel to join McTavish, and he comes away with the puck all the way to the left point. Mintyukov's shot looking for a screen from Viel. The fans wanted a penalty call that they do not get. And Palin going straight back to the Anaheim bench. Meantime, the Preds get it right to the goal mouth, and a sprawling save made by Dostal.
What a stop and down, but at the end of this play, boy, what a stop by Lukas Dostal. Terrific right leg save.
Leo comes up with the rebound, sneaks it through. Granlund walks right in. Kick save made by Annunen, who got the right pad on it.
He just got it for Mikael Granlund, and great pass from Carlsson. He tries to walk it around on it, and what a stop.
Let's do it.
Lucy played over 28 minutes last night against the Kings in that game.
Trouba the trailer here, and his long wrist shot gloved off by Annunen. John Carlson, so no icing here. Now just 10 seconds left as the Ducks wind it around. Terry's behind the defense. Troy Terry tries to go back against the grain off of Annunen over top of the net.
This is kind of the slow and flip back against the grain, try and get the goaltender moving, but you can see the team ends up getting a couple power plays of their own, and this Nashville power play is dangerous.
Ducks get the forecheck going right in front. A chance. Moves down low, trying to go below the goal line to Seneca. Hit the back of the net. Seneca able to keep it alive. Now Lacombe with a long shot. No traffic. Annunen punches it away. Evangelista pulls it off the right boards, and the Predators will clear the zone. He lobs it into the Anaheim zone. Glove down and quickly moved by John Carlson. Didn't get a lot on it, but did make it to the near boards, and it's pitched in by Seneca. Long shift to start the period here as Leo Carlsson takes it away. Ducks changing, rips it cross ice, taken off the boards by Mintyukov. Got it in front, tipped right on as Terry was knocked off balance, and Annunen hangs on.
Was well behind him, but he does a good job taking it off the board, spinning and throwing it to the goal crease. And
just under 31 per contest. Erik Haula with a face-off win, and a glove save knocks him off the puck. Now can't get it away from Perbix, who curls it up the boards. Lacombe off the bench gets to it. Got it through off of Washy right on net. Annunen never controlled it. Viel out of the corner, back for Lacombe and across the top. Trouba lets it go. Annunen left it laying around in his NHL experience, and he said he loved it. He said, if I can do it, probably anybody can do it. Here's a tip in front as Killorn got it to the net. To the point, and Barron can't keep it in. Killorn moves it to the middle of the ice. Here's Jeffrey Viel cutting back to the middle. Right to Killorn. Save made by Annunen.
The goaltender. He's in great position, though, at the top of the goal crease. So I've always said this, goaltenders have to be a little bit of...
Kept alive by the Preds. Stamkos again moves it into the middle. Joe's shot didn't have much on it. Still loose in front. O'Reilly keeps it free. Kicks it loose. Unable to cover was Dostal, and as O'Reilly hooks it back, he missed Brady Shea, and it'll go all the way down.
Well, that's the line that's going to do the damage when O'Reilly is out there with Stamkos. You have got to be so careful.
Wood moves it ahead. Marchessault fires off the boards, and that's held by Dostal. Boy, that sailed just wide as John Carlson was able to keep it in. Now it's cleared ahead, and here's Wood 2-on-1 with Forsberg. Wood takes the shot. Dostal makes the save. Rebound pops right back to Lucas. He hangs on.
The Ducks have given up in this game, and John Carlson plays it really well. Forces the shot from Wood, takes away the pass, and Dostal makes a good, rock-solid save.
Well, forgive Joel Quenneville if his heart didn't skip a beat there. The Ducks gave up 3 breakaways. The Ducks have the same thought in mind as McTavish lofts it to the left corner of the Nashville zone. A quick up, and Joachim Kemmel fakes the slap shot as he enters the Anaheim zone. Got it to the slot, and Erik Haula scores. And an all too familiar script playing out again tonight at Honda Center. The Ducks dominant. The Ducks down.
A little bit of space in the middle of the ice. He's coming in late, and he uses John Carlson as a little bit of a screen and snaps it up top, short side.
And Nashville has a 1-0 lead. And for the 22nd consecutive game since the Olympic break, the Ducks trail on the scoreboard. Was able to keep him from heading up ice. John Carlson winds it around. O'Reilly into the middle of the ice. Ufko with a rolling puck goes backhand. Got it on net a second time. And then took it away from Poehling and then dangerously threw it in front of his own net. Lacombe keeps it in. Kreider back to Lacombe. Gloved off by Annunen.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Well, O'Reilly's always been so good in the face-off circle, and he wins a couple of offensive zone draws, so the Ducks don't get any break here as the Nashville #1 power play has them hemmed in, and Forsberg rips it home.
That's a screen in front. It's O'Reilly gets to the top of the goal crease. He's allowed to stand there and take the eyes away. And so the only thing that Philip Forsberg has to do, so a couple of things don't happen for the penalty killers. They don't get a block when they need it right here. And the shot gets through. You can see Tyson Hines moved out, and Forsberg shot it right through the legs of Hines. And there's no chance for Dostal. He can't see that.
Tim Washy comes across and steals the puck. He's got Zellweger alone in front. Zellweger rifles it, and the save made by Annunen.
Big goaltenders, they can stay a little bit deep, and so he anticipates the pass, and look where he is. It's that big body jammed up against the goal post.
Seneca circles. Poehling tries to get it in front. It skips across. Ryan O'Reilly pokes it away. And in a short-handed breakaway for Perbix, the defenseman. He lets Haula pick it up, and he scores. Beg your pardon, it's Brady Shea. A short-handed goal. It's 3-0. On a 2-on-0 short-handed break.
The Ducks gambling everybody in deep, and there's no support on the back end. And what a shot that was by Shea. It's a breakaway goal. And this is a very familiar script with the Ducks. John, as of late, they haven't been able to.
Seneca has trouble with the puck. Over comes Carlson. Digs it away from O'Reilly. Puts it on the doorstep for Killorn. His backhander turned away by Annunen. Loose rebound. Killorn wiped out. Can't get to it, and Annunen gets the whistle.
He looked like he had some space, just couldn't hit his target. And there's Jackson Lacombe from in tight, and he airmails that one over top of the crossbar. And then Killorn with a little bit of time, but Annunen again able to fight it off. Man, he is
making saves, but handling the puck.
Nope,
he is feeling it.
He certainly is, John, and he looks comfortable.
Poehling right on the doorstep for Kreider.
He's just totally in control.
Carlson on his backhand behind the net, cuts back to his forehand. Comes back around the near side. Helleson got it on net. Big rebound. What a save by Annunen, who didn't have his goal stick.
Carlson makes it happen. There's the shot. There's the rebound. And
now lays it back. John Carlson rips it high and wide. And Haula comes up with it. And the Predators with numbers back through center. 4-on-2. LaRue dishes. Back to LaRue. He scores.
This is just the same thing over and over again. There's no back check from Anaheim. Look at the gap between the Predators on the attack and the Ducks on the back check. Just late getting there. I mean, good patience shown by the Preds.
I would imagine the Ducks might be looking at
Goalie interference.
Puck to the line. Wilsby all the way to the dot. That's off the post and out of play. Up coast circles with it as he waits for changes off of Andrew Brunette's bench. He fires it ahead for Tyson Jost. The penalty is over. Seneca out of the box and the Ducks full strength. Jost in front. They score on the redirect. Fedor Svechkov. It's 5-0.
Yeah, what a blast. And kind of crash. Here's the spin and here's the pass. He just drills it. And it goes off the skate of Jackson Lacombe and then the stick of Svechkov.
Kyle Granlund on the left side again, switching places with John Carlson. He'll come out high. Leo Carlson, right circle, right on net. Turned away by Annan in the slot. Hands it off. Pitchfork towards the net and wide by Granlund. Terry again gets it back. Lacombe, shot pass down low. Granlund trying to sneak it short side. Annan holds the post.